welcome to today's mini lesson on the Discount Mega Mall in Memoriam by EWing. This is a short but powerful piece that turns something simple like a mall into a symbol of memory, culture, and loss. So I'm going to go ahead and read the poem and then kind of break down my interpretation of it. For you, I trace the letters of my name in the air with my pinky like a gold necklace, like a signature on a grain of rice in a little jar. Eve, the night before, like a dusk, and like the end of things beloved. Okay, so what is this poem about? This poem reads like a goodbye letter. It feels very personal with the first line being for you, so it's addressing someone. It feels like the speaker is addressing, obviously, or maybe to even the mall itself. It could be interpreted like that. Specifically in the first couple lines, for you, I trace the letters of my name in the air. That opening shows us that this is about identity and remembrance. It's delicate and it's almost like a ritual, like she's tracing her name, not writing it in permanently, suggesting that a memory can fade like something written into the air. So this mall is probably suggesting that this is her childhood memory, very nostalgic for her, and she's writing about how this memory is fading. And it also kind of has a double meaning because right now, mega malls and mall culture in America in general is kind of having a really big downturn. So maybe she's also kind of addressing how quickly that culture faded for her. So another thing I really liked in this poem, when you go a little bit more down, I think, in the lines, like a gold necklace, like a signature on a grain of rice. This really speaks like language and imagery to me the most. EWing uses really beautiful comparisons. The speaker's pinky is like a gold necklace, like a signature on a grain of rice, that part. It feels super personal, like details of someone's culture or childhood. And the whole poem is made out of short lines, which makes us slow down when we read it to interpret it better. I think that's the way it was meant to be interpreted, to be slowed down, to be quiet, like we're standing in an empty mall, remembering what it used to be. So I think that with that imagery, that's definitely what spoke out to me the most, what stood out the most. Another thing I want to talk about is the themes of nostalgia and loss, especially with the last imagery that we just looked at over there. This poem is about loss in general, but not just of a building. It's what happens when parts of our culture or community disappears. So the lines, like the end of things beloved, the last part of the poem, shows that the speaker isn't just mourning a place. She's mourning a whole way of life that meant something to her that is no longer there, that's faded, just like her name in the air. And a lot of things in this poem kind of go hand in hand with each other, kind of jumping around, which I think is a beautiful take. And I think that's really what poem writing is about, is that it's so eloquently kind of sewn into each other. Each line is kind of just play on each other. And so yeah, this poem is about a mall, but it's also about identity, memory, and holding on to the small things that make us who we are. EWing makes everyday moments more sacred, and she's kind of missing her childhood and nostalgia. So yeah, thank you for watching today's mini lesson.